Hey guys, today I'm going to show you exactly how to match those skin tones in people's faces so that you can work on your portraits and make them look exactly like the image that you're working on. Okay guys, kicking off this tutorial, the first thing you want to do is you want to make one of these. This is a color key. Basically it tells me what colors I'm using. If I'm matching up the skin tone of the person's face, I need to use this to tell me what color it is. Well, I don't need to use it. It's just a cool trick to use so you know what's in your arsenal of color pencils. These are my color pencils. A few of them. I use this pouch whenever I'm going to do some sketching and I don't want them getting scattered all over the place. This just lets me use them and keep them organized so I don't have to keep shoving them back in the rest of the pile of them. So using that, it'll let me know what skin tones I might use. Another good thing about it is what I'm about to show you now. So using that and my color pencils, now the whole goal of this is to find the tones in her face that I need and also what colors to use. So sometimes you might not know the color or you might not have the color. So I'm going to show you how to blend color pencils to match a skin tone or make a skin tone that you might rather have than the other skin tone. So color pencils are like really direct. So they always have a specific color. I believe this one is a flesh tone. Not sure if you can see that, but this is made by, what is it, Polychromos. I'm okay with Polychromos. They're pretty good. Depends on what you're doing. But they have this color pencil and it's called Flesh Tone. So, well, this one's light flesh. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to show you a little trick. First, we're going to do this. We have to see what colors work best with what. We have to know what color is which. So that's why I have this little sheet of paper up here. I'm going to go on the top of the paper and I'm just going to simply run it across the paper. Now when you buy these color pencils and they have the direct name on it, doesn't mean it's going to match up perfectly with the tone you want. So sometimes you'll have to blend it with another color just to do that. So we have that one. I'm going to press a little lighter so you can see how it looks when you use less towards it. So those are two matchups of how you would use it. So now we're going to come out and we're going to give it that name. We're going to call it P Light Flesh. Alright, so this will be my little color chart on the top. That's the base that I'm going to use. Well, that's not the base, but that's one of the colors I'm going to use. My base color would usually be a light peach color because that's the skin tone found in a lot of people. So this will be my base. This is light pink. Light peach. And I'm just going to put that up there so you can see it. So now I have my darker color, which is going to be the light flesh tone and light peach. Light peach. Okay, so now I have those two. Now the proper tip on blending the colors to match the face tone, I'm going to show you here. So let's say I want to match her. She's a lot lighter than what it is, so I'm going to come through with peach. But peach is too pure. It's just straight up peach. That's kind of overdoing it. So I want to brighten it up or make it look a little different. So I'm going to go through what I have. Let's see what this is. This is actually the color sand. But watch what happens when I mix them both together. It now changes the tone. So I can lighten it, darken it, whatever I want by adding different colors together. But I'm going to start off with peach and then use other tones to match it like that, and so on. Okay, we also have the color beige. This is the most common skin tone used by people. As you can see, it already looks like skin. The problem is you might want it lighter and darker, so I can still do the same trick. I can add peach and add a more flesh look to it from going over it with the peach color. Or I could flip it over with peach first. And then when I do it that way, as soon as I try and add that color in again, it totally looks like a completely different color. So your base color is the grounds for what you want, and then the other color will be if you want it lighter or darker. So sometimes I usually use peach as the base, and then I'll darken it with some other colors just to make it look more effective. But you can also try things with the flesh color and things like that to get it going. Here's my light peach. Sometimes you don't have to press hard, that's why I did it twice. Sometimes you want to just get that tone in. That's all you need, and when you go over it with whatever color you're going to use, this one's called cream. It adds another look to it, see? So hunting down the right skin tone isn't too hard. It's just mingling it in whatever you want to do so. And if you are wrong on it and you want to try again, start out light or in a small section. So I'm going to show you here. I'm not going to use flesh tone because that's a little too strong for it. Instead, I'm going to hunt down where I put my light peach. Here it is. And on this part of her forehead, just going to do that little part right there. Now, since I did that much, I can now see what I have to mix in with it next. Okay. So we're going to go through with a darker color. We need a color that'll match that color. So I'm going to go with the beige. It's another flesh style color, so that'll be my next ground for it, which is making it look like skin right now. Okay, so now I want a more darker look around the sidings to go with it. So I'm hunting down in my list different colors. This one's called Goldenrod. It's not one of my favorite colors to use on the face, but sometimes it comes in handy. So let's see what it can do for me today. So I'm just testing it out to see how it will work. And seems to add the curve that I want, make it look more realistic, like the siding of the forehead. Now remember always your darkness, you have to go dark in the pick. So if you want it to look like the forehead is actually curved like a forehead, you'll have to use those darker colors in those middle parts to help them stand out. Seem to have lost a pencil. See, that's why I use this thing, because I'm always losing a pencil while I'm doing these things. Okay, so let's see here. Now we're going to add darker tones to see if that helped out a little bit. Now it's always good to add your dark tones first, because it just adds on to the value of the picture. You can know whether to go lights and darks. Always remember, when they're talking about values, they're talking about your lights from darks. That worked and helped out. So see, as soon as I added that darkness, the rest of the pic just stood out a little more, letting me know what I need to do. Basically, it's like a storybook. You can't know the story without knowing the names of the characters. All right, so a lot of people say start with the eyes. It's not really the eyes that's the reason why you're starting with it, to glue everything together. It's because the first source of your darks is in the eyes. So the pupils have black in them, the eyelashes, the eyebrows all have black in them. So once you get that down, you know how light and dark you have to be for the rest of the skin tones. So we can just put that in. Now, I'm not going to go really detailed for this tutorial. I just wanted to make sure you guys get to see different tips and ways to improve your shading and lighting and everything else when you're drawing eyes and faces. And this is how I find what I need while I'm doing it. Add those there, just putting in the eyelashes. Now, usually when you're doing eyelashes, you want to keep your pencil nice and sharp. This one's a little not sharp, it's dulled out, but I'm just going to use it anyway for this one. And do this other eye. And now that one's done. Okay, let's do more of a forehead just so we can see if what we're doing is right. So I'm going to do another section. I'm not going to do a tiny section this time. I don't want to be too slow, and I only have a certain amount of time to do this, so might as well do bigger sections and show you how to edit those sections that are done from there. Oops. I'm going to go across the sections I pointed out already with the beige. So once again, I went with a peach, bottom layer of peach. My second layer is going to be beige. Them both together start to look like skin tones. Okay. Don't be afraid to leave the peach raw by itself, because like I said earlier, a lot of the body when you see in the face are peach tones anyway, so you don't have to worry too much about leaving those colors by itself, especially if you have certain spots that the light is hidden, like around this bridge area. The light from the sun always hits that, or whatever light sourcing it had, and it kind of makes a bridge look or a little forehead look on the top, which is important when you do that. I'll even add that in just so you can see it. Exactly what I'm talking about. Pay no attention to my line work from when I was sketching it out. Alright, so we have this part here, and to put the thing that I was talking about, that little lighting effect, I'm just going to start from this side. As I come across, I'm going to add a little circle, like if I'm drawing a circle in that one little area. And that one little area will be the part that does not get my beige color on it. It'll just stay the peach color, making the effect of a lighter area. Now if I want it to be a little more darker with the beige, I can always add the beige, and after adding the beige I can lighten it back up with a white blender. Let me show you how that'll look. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that light sourcing with the beige. Right, so now I'm going to hunt down my white blender, which is now in my hand, and well, I have to clean it as well. And now I'm gonna go over that same area with the white blender, and there you have it. It's light again. Hey guys, the video was so long I had to break it up into different parts. This will be part 1. I'll load part 2 soon and get into the heavier details so you can see exactly what I'm doing and how that blending of different colors is working out for you. Alright, have a great day and see you next.